summertime and people are grilling out, and I thought today would be a fun day to do a steak salad with an Italian salsa verde. The nice thing is all the heat's outside. There really isn't anything inside. So you can keep your kitchen cool, do a steak outside, and have a pretty fabulous dinner. So let's get cooking. So the first thing we're gonna do is we're gonna do the salsa verde, which is just some pretty wonderful things all in the Cuisinart and takes about 30 seconds to do. One of the ingredients for it is gonna be walnuts. Just pop them in a dry skillet for a few minutes. There's no point in doing raw walnuts because you get just kind of half of the flavor. I feel that once you can smell them, they're done. But until that, just a little heat brings out the oils, it makes it flavorful. And after all, if you're gonna put them in, might as well taste them. We've got about a cup of very roughly chopped parsley. Cuisinart's gonna do the rest, so I'm not too worried about that. 2 tablespoons of fresh tarragon that we're gonna toss in. 3 tablespoons of drained capers. Let's check on these walnuts. Give them a couple more minutes. 2 cloves of garlic, kind of smashed. And then we have the controversial anchovies. Just 2, and they're rinsed. Use them. They do make a difference. You're not going to taste fishy, but the flavor they add really doesn't come from anyplace else. We've got just a nice kind of fat pinch of red pepper flakes, a shallot that I'm going to give a real rough chop to. It's kind of big, so we'll just peel this puppy and get this tossed in. And our walnuts smell like walnuts now, so we'll toss those. And probably about half a tablespoon of red wine vinegar. So we're gonna finish up zesting this old lemon. It's a nice big fat one, so it'll bring some really nice brightness to the salsa verde. Then we'll get it pulsed and turn this into pretty wonderful, wonderful sauce. So we'll pulse it here for a minute. Okay, let's scrape down the sides, and that's looking pretty gorgeous. Right now it's just pretty crumbly, which is actually just what you want. But now it's time we're gonna add a 1/4 cup of olive oil. Not the really good stuff, please. Central Market has their brand. They've got a Tuscan that has a number on the neck, which tells you that it really is Tuscan. So we're gonna take this out and drizzle this in and turn it into a lovely paste. Let's check and see how we look. So we're gonna pop this in a bowl. It's not soupy by any means, but it's just kind of a nice consistency. And it's gonna bring some pretty wonderful flavors to your basic grilled steak, which is not all bad to begin with. I've got a couple of really pretty New York strips that I'm gonna go outside and grill. I'm just gonna do them with some olive oil, salt and pepper. Let the flavor of the meat come through. There's no point in covering them with all manner of crazy things just to hide it. I'm gonna go light the fire and I'll be back in a little bit. Okay, so the steaks are out. I've grilled them. They've been resting now for about 10 minutes. I have a friend coming for dinner who's not a big arugula fan because normally I would do arugula. We're doing baby field greens. and that'll be just fine, whatever works. Then I've done a very, very light, just lemon juice, olive oil, salt, and pepper. I'm not gonna dress it heavily. It's gonna be just a fairly light dressing. Warm steak juices, dripping down your salad with all the goodies in there, and that'll take care of that. Now let's see how this steak came out. I am hoping it did well. It's a rather beautiful medium rare. So we're gonna cut it against the grain and then fan it down the salad. And I did, as you can tell, I did 2 New York strips. You can do whatever works. If you want to do, you can do a flank steak if you want, ribeyes, anything. This just happened to be what was looking good when I was at Central Market today. So we'll fan these out as well. Oops, there we go. We've got that salsa verde that has been sitting there waiting for us, so we're gonna dollop that down the steaks. It just smells absolutely fabulous. We will top it off with some big shards of freshly done Parmesan, and dinner's ready. Hope you all do it. Hope you enjoy it. Let's get together and do it again. It's a pretty wonderful dinner. Y'all have a good evening. Thanks so much for coming. Bye-bye.